In this video, we're going to go over how to identify the different vaccines that Love My Pet carries just by looking at the color of the top of the vaccine vial. So let's start with a really easy one, rabies. Rabies vaccination is going to either have a black or a black and gray striped top. So no other vaccine that we carry is going to have a black top on the vial. So we know we see the black solid or black striped, that's rabies. The difference in the striped or the solid has to do with a 1-year vaccine or a 3-year vaccine. The next easy one to identify is the feline leukemia. Feline leukemia vaccine is always green. So without looking at the label or even picking up the whole tray and reading what the tray says, I know this is feline leukemia. So let's get into some of the more difficult ones here. 5-in-1, DHPP, distemper parvo. This is the most basic distemper parvo vaccine we carry, and it's composed of 2 vials, a liquid and a powder. And you know, you pull out the liquid and then you squirt it into the powder vial and mix it up to make the DHPP or 5-in-1 vaccine. Both of these little vials have silver tops. So the liquid is silver and the powder is silver, and that's DHPP, basic 5-in-1. So let's say we're going to add Corona to this. Well, instead of having just a sterile diluent, meaning nothing in the liquid as far as a vaccine, now we're having Corona. So instead of a silver top for the liquid, we have this pretty purple. So this color is always going to indicate Corona is added. So we still have silver for the powder, which has the distemper parvo in it, but we're adding Corona, so the liquid now has this pink top, meaning Corona, or purple pink. So we add those together to get 5-in-1 plus Corona. So the next one would be a 6-in-1. 6-in-1 is a 5-in-1 plus lepto. So you could guess that the 5-in-1 is still silver. Okay, regular 5-in-1, 5-in-1 with Corona, silver 5-in-1, purple Corona. So now we're doing 5-in-1 plus lepto, which equals a 6-in-1. So we have the silver 5-in-1. This dark gray color always indicates lepto. So this light silver plus dark gray, 5-in-1 plus lepto, which equals a 6-in-1 for Love My Pet. Now, let's complicate it just a little bit more and say it's a puppy and we want to give 5-in-1 with Corona and lepto. Okay, so we've got the 5-in-1, which is the silver top, and that's the powder. What are we going to have for our liquid? Well, we're doing Corona and lepto. So we're adding this pretty purple and this gray, Corona, lepto, to equal this color. So I know just by looking at this color purple that it's a combination of Corona and lepto to equal this color. So I could look at this tray and know this is 5-in-1 with Corona and lepto just by looking at the colors. Those will never change for this vaccine manufacturer. The only other vaccines we have to cover, we've got intranasal Bordetella. So for the dog, this is the last vaccine we got to go over. We have the sterile diluent, which remember is silver when there's nothing in it, it's just the liquid. The Bordetella intranasal is this red color. So you just have to memorize Bordetella is the red plus the silver, and it's got the funky tray as opposed to all the other trays. Okay, the last one is the feline 4-in-1, which is the feline distemper. This one is also a mixed vaccine. So we have the silver sterile diluent, this is the liquid part, and then the cat one has a blue circle on a black background. So cat 4-in-1 or cat distemper is a blue circle on a black background, and we mix it with sterile diluent. Remember, sterile diluent is always that silver color. And that's the basics of the vaccines for Love My Pet.